Hello everyone, this is Stefan from Lush&SaltyAquariums. How are we doing? Okay, if you remember a couple videos back, I totally did a number on this tank, the Fluval 15 gallon F60 series, I believe. It's sort of Fluval's high-end system because of the beautiful cabinet, etc. But let's focus on the aquarium itself. I ripped out a massive clump of Java fern, a whole bunch of other cuttings as well from different sorts of plants. I did a massive water change, and in the system I cleaned that Fluval 106, which is an awesome canister for anything under 20 gallons. Hell, it could probably power or clean over that, but it does a great job, except over almost 2 years it got so super clogged with roots and gunk, God knows what else. I had to do a major clean of it, and just a ton of stuff fell out into the garbage disposal, and now it's shooting water beautifully. You see the agitation on the top. It has those two great power heads, and then an intake that had been just covered in Java fern. It was literally using it as a tree stump. So I cleared all that out, took the clump out, cleaned the glass, changed the water, cleaned the filter, and now look at that. It's crystal freaking clear. I'm so happy. I found a couple pea puffers from, God, the first time I set up the tank, I didn't even know they were still alive, so I guess I better keep throwing snails in here. Basically, though, it's a Tetra tank, and you see albino neon tetras or gold neon tetras. They were sold as gold, but I think they're albino. Ember tetras and some neons. One of the neons has a fin fungus. There it is. You see that big one? But it's already better than it was, believe it or not. And I think the crystal clear water, the less gunk in the water might help clear that up, or the fish will perish and I'll just remove it. Neons are a little sensitive. If I had my druthers, I think I would just have embers and these gold neons. I think that contrast is nice, but the glitzy neon is always welcome in my tank. So now you can see the driftwood, which is beautiful. The crypts here, which were struggling a little bit for whatever reason, competing with the other plants, seem to be rallying. Obviously, I'm not worried about the Java fern bouncing back. You see, for the shrimp, I had some Wassertang. It's a kind of plant that acts like a moss. There's a big ball of it back there. The shrimp can go in and hide in the event of predation from the puffers or even some of these tetras. I have a brass tetra in here as well. There's a couple of those. There's some jungle veil. I cleaned a lot of it out. I have it in the back, and I want it to kind of grow and cover the back glass to some extent, but it was moving all over the tank, and you generally just rip out plant after plant, which is attached by a connecting root, and it's easy to deal with, but it can get unruly. The leaves can lose some of their vibrancy. You see that yellow tone. I'm thinking with the clear cut I did on this tank, it was like clear cutting a jungle, literally. I'm thinking the plants that I left are going to bounce back big time. I am hoping the exposure to high light doesn't increase blackbeard algae on these anubias leaves, but that can happen. They're slow growers and are apt or prone to get certain kinds of algae. But I'm thinking the water quality, the newly reinvigorated filter, etc., will mitigate that problem. Anyway, I'm so happy with the... Now, look, you can see that. Look at those monsters. Those are Siamese algae eaters. I got them. They were an inch long, and to help with that blackbeard algae. And they did, but they grew monstrous, but good luck catching them. So they're too big for this tank, but there is absolutely nothing I will do and probably could do save for totally taking apart the tank and I don't want to do that, all right? Okay, so what is your take on all this? Give me a shout out, and please subscribe. I've been doing a lot of content for about a half year, and I'm sort of sad I only have 125 subscribers. I don't expect to monetize this, so it's pretty much just an ego thing. But for those of you who watch and get something out of this, thank you so very much. Ah, no, I thought I saw a pea puffer, but that's just another gargantuan Siamese algae eater. In any event, everybody, always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.